Today is a very special day for all of us PSO2 fans because we got a new update for a PSO2 New Genesis closed beta, as well as information going out to all the wonderful people who are being invited into the beta. So if you did sign up, make sure you check your emails and let me know in the comments if you actually got your hands on it. But today I'm going to discuss everything going on in this beta with some of the new campaigns, some of the other little detail that you need to know if you did get into it, and if you want a more in-depth breakdown of this beta and the upcoming beta that will be happening in February, make sure you check out my video links above. But before we get into all this, if you haven't already, make sure you do like, favorite, subscribe, leave some comment below. Let me know if you got into the full beta, and don't forget I am streaming today if you are watching it at the time of release, because we do have Arc Owl episode 5 happening, which is the North America / global PSO2 dev stream. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss that. That will be happening today, starting at 3:40 p.m. Central. So let's go ahead and get into the New Genesis news, shall we? So starting off, we got ourselves a little Twitter post here from SEGA _ PSO2, as well as some other Twitter account that is tied to SEGA has also released some tweet going over some information here, mainly that the website have been updated for the beta. So if we head on over to the official website right now, we do have a little bit of a breakdown of some of the stuff you can expect inside of New Genesis, such as the actual dates and time for the core beta here. So starting on the 29th of January, running from 1500 hour to 21, we will have a beta period there. And then on the 30th, we got ourselves another batch from 1500 to 2500 until January 34th. Sunday at 1, and then it looked like it's gonna go down a little bit and then come back up on the 34th at 1200 hours, and then ending at 2200 hours. And also stated here that of course the schedule was updated today at the time of that video, so once again they could change a little bit, especially if issues come into play. So expect that to be probably a thing more than likely if any of the other betas have anything to say about that, at least for PSO2. But nonetheless, there was a nice little window to check out, hopefully some gameplay over on Twitch, YouTube, and other streaming services out there. So make sure you mark your calendar for that, and hopefully we can actually see some decent content coming out from that. Sadly, I didn't get invited, but then again, with it being JP only, more than likely it will probably be something in place there to stop North American or anyone outside of Japan from getting into it. Once again, if you are in America or anywhere outside of Japan, leave in a comment if you actually got in. I'd be curious to know if I am right about that, but it seemed like that might be the case here. So nonetheless, we are pretty much going to be watching other people's content to hopefully get any more better idea about New Genesis here. And speaking of the people that going to actually be able to play it, we do got a cap on exactly how many people can actually be in this at once, which is of course 50,000 people. So a fairly decent size little beta test here happening for New Genesis. And then of course we got a little breakdown here as far as like where the actual key or link going to be sent to. So if you signed up with your SEGA ID, you will get it from whatever email tied to that, and as well as Twitter and link, your email will be whatever tied to that as well. So make sure you go check your emails and see if you got it. And then we got ourselves a little bit of campaigns happening inside of this beta. Hopefully we get something similar to that whenever we get a North America or global or quote beta, hopefully. And we are going to be getting our hands on, of course, some wappy year-wing, as well as the passing of the torch, a little sticker, which once again seem to be very similar to symbol art, just more official. But we're getting a little passing of the torch here between the character from PSO2 and New Genesis. In return, all you gotta do to get your hands on the items is defeat the boss enemy Nadasu during the tech period. So of course hunt down the boss, kill the boss, and get your hand on the 2 items. I'm not 100% sure these are going to be items that are going to be given to you at like a later date, or is it going to be more some type of busy phone type of situation. I have a feeling it's probably going to be for a later date, but nonetheless, we will see on that. And then we also have our other campaign here happening. So, first of all, getting our hands on a 100 SG in return, all you gotta do is complete 1 or more quests in PSO2 block during a test period. This is a translation using Google Translation here, so I'm pretty sure that probably will fall into maybe New Genesis block, or maybe it will fall into how in PSO2 there will be a block that will teleport you into New Genesis, so maybe it will fall into that. Not 100% for sure here, but nonetheless, in PSO2 or in New Genesis, whichever it will end up being, you can get your hands on the Star Gems. And then we got any more Star Gems here, which is another campaign going inside of the beta, and you will get your hands on 50 more Star Gems here. And that one is pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is take part in the selling and purchasing of at least 1 item inside of New Genesis My Shop, which in return is pretty much the player shop or auction house here. So put an item up for sale and then buy another item, and you can get your hands on the Star Gems, which in return kind of might be seeming that the shopping or the auction house might not be 100% tied to premium anymore. We will see about that. And then again, they might be just giving everybody quote unquote premium up for the beta to actually test out the shopping stuff. And then on top of that, we also have another campaign here for another 100 Star Gems. And this time is a very simple one again, which is taking part in a survey. So for taking part in the survey in either the 4th beta or the 2nd beta, you can get your hands on the Star Gem, which in return also seem to be implying that a lot of the rewards won't be given out to probably a later date. There are some of the campaigns you can do, one along with the owls and what you can actually receive from the full beta itself. And that is pretty much everything that's happening right now in the beta. Once again, check your emails, see if you got invited, and also take part in any of the campaigns if you did. Honestly, let me know your opinion of a New Genesis, and hopefully, finger crossed here, going into the cold beta here, hopefully we can get some better footage, and we can actually get a better handle on exactly how they're gonna operate. So make sure you get out there, support any Japanese streamer or content creator that might be popping up or already announced it and then part inside of PSO2 New Genesis. And from there, we will see what comes of it. I imagine this is going to be a very, very busy 3-day for all of us here on YouTube trying to catch up with everything happening. But to then, that is pretty much where we are setting for a New Genesis. And I wish you all good luck on getting in. Hopefully you'll be able to. As of now, I haven't. So we will see on my end. But nonetheless, I will be covering New Genesis in any way I can, at least from the little bit of material we might get our hands on here soon. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you do like, favorite, subscribe, hit all the bells, and let me know in the comment of what your guys' opinion of the beta is, and if you're going to actually be able to take part in it. And also, if you're watching it at the time of the video release, don't forget I will be live today at 3:40 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Arc Hour Episode 5 at Dev Stream. And who knows, maybe in that Dev Stream we might get our hands on Divine Quests or maybe any Lotto if you're interested in that and what I think might happen inside of the Dev Stream. Once again, hit the cards above my head for that, and also a more breakdown of the cold beta. So with that, that will do it for me, and I will go ahead and see you all in the comments.